What is the spiritual dream meaning of a bathroom?
What if I told you that one of the most famous women in the world spent her most desperate moments hunched over a toilet? And not in weakness, no, but in a brutal, all-out battle for her own soul.
That woman was Princess Diana. Yeah. Before the world even knew her name, she was this overlooked girl. She married into what she thought was a literal fairy tale, right? Except she found herself trapped in a gilded cage.
So, inside those palace walls, she developed bulimia. It was her only way to cope with feeling so completely worthless and just suffocated. And the bathroom? That became her everything. Private, locked, cold. It was her confessional. It was her breakdown room.
But here's the thing. Diana survived. She broke free. She clawed her way out. And she transformed, learning slowly, painfully, to stop purging her power along with all that pain. You see, in this way, she literally became the bathroom dream, made flesh.
Now look, her story isn't just about her. It's a mirror, a powerful one. And that brings us to you. Let's talk about your dream. First question, and be honest. Why does your unconscious keep dragging you back to that room again and again?
What are you so desperately trying to release? And at the same time, what are you absolutely terrified to let go of?
And let's get real here. Who taught you that? Who taught you that your most private, authentic self was something to be hidden, flushed away, ashamed of?
Listen to me. These are not just some abstract, navel-gazing questions. These are life or death questions. Your dream is not random noise. It is a message. And I'm telling you, ignoring it has a very real cost.
So what is the secret language of this dream? What does this room, the bathroom, actually represent when it shows up? Well, look across pretty much every spiritual and psychological tradition and you'll find the same answer. The bathroom is the room of transformation and private truth. It's the one place we go to release what's toxic inside us. Whether that's a painful emotion, a hidden secret, or maybe an identity that just doesn't fit anymore. Think about it. It's the only place society gives you full permission to be completely, utterly alone. No performance, no audience, no mask.
I mean, really think about it. Most of us, we live two lives, right? There's the public self. That's the performance we put on for the audience. But then there's the private self. And that's the truth we hide. That's the bathroom. And that right there is exactly why your subconscious chooses this specific room to deliver its most urgent messages.
So when you dream of a bathroom, your psyche is desperately waving a flag. It's basically screaming at you, saying, hey, something inside you needs to be released. A secret, a grief, a shame, something private, and it deserves your full, honest attention right now. Diana lived that split life until it nearly killed her. It's true. The healing for her only began when she finally stopped hiding what was happening behind that locked door. And this brings us right back to the choice that you have to make.
Let me be crystal clear. The bathroom in your dream is not some random coincidence. It is an invitation, and it's urgent, it's intimate, and it is absolutely non-negotiable. So, do not look away.
Part 2. Okay, let's just get straight to it. These are the bathroom dreams your subconscious is using to scream at you. You need to pay attention. Look, forget about random symbols. Your subconscious does not mess around. Every single detail you see in these dreams is a deliberate, incredibly precise message. Think of it like a diagnosis, and yeah, it demands action. So let's begin. All right, first up, the filthy bathroom. This is one of the most urgent signals you can possibly get. It means all that emotional and psychological waste, the shame, the grief, the anger, it's piling up and you've been totally ignoring it. The filth you see in the dream, that is the toxicity you're carrying inside you right now. So here's your prescription. Tonight, you're gonna write down 3 things you are absolutely ashamed of. You don't have to show a single soul. Just the act of getting it out of your body and onto a piece of paper starts the cleansing process. This is not a suggestion, it's spiritual hygiene. You have to do it. Okay, what about the next signal? A bathroom with no door, or maybe no lock. This is all about violated boundaries. It means someone in your life has been crossing your personal limits for so long that you've kind of forgotten you're even allowed to have them. This isn't just about privacy. We're talking about your fundamental right to an inner life that belongs only to you. The fix here is direct. Pinpoint one relationship where you feel constantly exposed. And this week, you're going to practice one firm boundary. I don't mean a harsh one, just a clear one. Simply say, I need time alone today. You hear that? That sentence? That's a door. Now go install it. Next up, the overflowing toilet. This one deals directly with your past. It's a sign that something you thought you flushed for good is back, and now it's flooding your present. Those grievances you said you forgave, that trauma you claimed you were over, well, turns out it was just buried, not actually processed. So you need to ask yourself, and be brutally honest. Did you actually process that situation, or did you just stop talking about it? Because if it's the latter, well, that's your blockage. And make no mistake, the overflow is going to continue until you deal with the source. So what if the bathroom is public? This means you're trying to process something deeply personal while feeling totally watched and judged. It's that awful feeling of being completely vulnerable while you know everyone's eyes are on you. Your fear of what they think is literally contaminating your ability to release and heal. Okay, here's your assignment. I want you to notice where you are performing in your life instead of just being authentic. This week, choose one context, just one, and drop the performance. Seriously, even 10 minutes of unfiltered honesty is enough to start breaking this pattern. And then there's the dream of pure desperation. You can't find a bathroom anywhere. This is all about suppressed needs that you keep telling yourself can wait. Well, newsflash, they can't. Your body, your emotions, your spirit, they are screaming for a release, and you just keep telling them, not now. What is the need you keep denying? Is it rest, support, the right to just cry? You need to schedule time for it this week. I don't mean when you find the time, I mean right now. Because here's the absolute truth. Unmet needs don't just disappear, they detonate. Okay, let's shift gears for a second because this one is rare and it is powerful. A beautiful, pristine bathroom. This dream is about spiritual readiness. It means you are genuinely open and completely prepared for a major transformation. The space is clear for you to release whatever you need to. The message here couldn't be clearer. Move on it. Whatever that big transition is you've been considering, ending something, starting something, speaking a difficult truth, this dream is your giant flashing green light. The timing is right, the room is ready, and so are you. Do not delay. Now let's get back to the warnings. A flooded bathroom. This is very different from an overflowing toilet. In this dream, the emotions haven't just spilled over, they've taken over the entire space. You are completely overwhelmed. Your psyche is sending a massive warning that you are operating way beyond your limits. The solution here is not ambiguous at all. This is a direct call to get support. Do not try to white-knuckle this alone. Reach out. A therapist, a counselor, a trusted friend. You cannot dry up this flood by yourself. You need help moving the water. What if you see someone else in the bathroom with you? This is a security breach. It means your private inner space has been invaded. Or maybe you've invited someone into your vulnerability who absolutely cannot be trusted with it. It's a blaring alarm bell. So your directive is simple. Audit your intimate relationships. Who are you letting into your emotional interior? If someone is repeatedly mishandling what you share, this dream is your psyche's security alarm, and you need to trust it. The bathroom mirror. When this shows up, your subconscious is demanding radical, unfiltered self-honesty. It's almost always about the massive disconnect between who you really are and the person you're performing as for the rest of the world. A distorted reflection means that gap has become dangerous. Okay, here's your task. I want you to sit with a physical mirror for 5 minutes. Don't fix your hair, don't do anything, just look. The emotions that come up in that silence, that is the truth the dream mirror is trying to show you. Write it down. And finally, we have the broken toilet. The message here is stark. Your usual methods for emotional release have just stopped working. The journaling, the self-talk, the prayers, whatever it isn't cutting it anymore. The tool is broken, and you desperately need a new one. This dream is commanding you to try something completely different. If you've been processing everything by talking, try movement, try art. If you've been stuck in your head, get into your body. The mechanism you use for release has to change, or that waste is just going to keep backing up. So that's the rundown. These aren't just dreams, they are directives. They're urgent messages from the deepest part of who you are. And really, there's only one question that matters now. What are you going to do about it?
Okay, let's cut right to it. If you're dreaming about bathrooms, your subconscious has stopped whispering. It's screaming. This is an urgent message, and we're going to decode it right now.
Part 3. This is where we get into the practical applications, the actual work. This is what you do about it.
Let's be clear. Your psyche is a living, breathing system. And if you ignore its warning lights long enough, something is going to break. I'm talking about your health, your relationships, your whole sense of who you are. This isn't some fun little side quest. This is essential maintenance.
So here's the game plan. 6 concrete, actionable practices you can start using today. This is how you answer the alert from your psyche. This is the work. Let's get into it.
I need you to hear me on this. When your dream world starts showing you filth, or floods, or a bathroom with no door, that's not a suggestion. It is a system alert, blinking red. And ignoring it, well, that leads to real-world breakdowns. It's not direct. It's that simple.
So how do you even begin to respond? We start with the mind. Right now, I'm giving you 2 tools. Think of them as your decoders for understanding the mental and emotional patterns your system is desperately trying to show you.
Starting tomorrow morning, and yes, I mean tomorrow, before you even look at your phone, you're going to take a notebook and write for 5 minutes. Just answer that question. Don't edit, don't overthink it, just let it pour out. You're going to do this for 30 days. This part is non-negotiable. Look, this isn't about feeling warm and fuzzy. The research is clear. This practice drags out what you've suppressed, it calms down your emotional triggers, and it actually rewires your brain's response to shame. This is not gentle journaling. You need to think of it as draining an infected wound. Your mental health literally depends on it.
And let me be clear, this is not mysticism. This is data collection. For the next 30 days, you log these 4 data points every single time you have a bathroom dream. At the end of the month, you connect the dots, you map the patterns. Your psyche has its own GPS. This is how you learn to read the map and find out exactly where you're leaking all your energy.
Now, all this internal chaos, guess what? It doesn't stay internal. It bleeds out everywhere, and it usually starts with your relationships. So now we move to a relationship audit. This is about taking back the private space you've let other people walk all over.
And if you're a people pleaser, I need you to hear this as a direct diagnosis from me to you. You are living without a door on your bathroom. You're processing your most intimate, vulnerable stuff in front of an audience that hasn't earned a ticket.
It's time for a brutally honest audit. Get a piece of paper, make 2 columns. On the left, where I feel invaded. On the right, what I've actually done about it. If that right-hand column is pretty much blank, you see the problem, right? So this week, you are going to pick one thing from that left column, you're going to script a clear boundary, and you are going to deliver it. Period. Okay, what if you're dreaming of a specific person in your bathroom? That means someone has damaging, invasive access to your emotional world. This doesn't call for a clever technique, it calls for raw courage. It's time to have the conversation you've been running from. And here it is. This is the question that cuts through everything. Ask yourself this right now. And if the answer is no, well, your psyche already knows it isn't a safe relationship. It's been telling you that in your sleep. All right, for all of you who live up in your heads, I need you to listen very closely. You cannot think your way out of a wound that your body is holding on to. Emotional release is a physical act. We have to bring the body into this.
If your dreams are about flooding or overflowing toilets, this is for you. And I mean today, 20 minutes of vigorous movement. No music, no podcasts, no distractions. Just you and your body, focused on one single intention: release. Your body always keeps the score, and it's time to let it settle its account.
No, this is not superstition. This is about aligning your conscious intention with a physical act. You get in the shower and you name the junk out loud. The resentment, the shame, you say it. Then, as the water goes down the drain, you watch it go, and you say the words. Your brain doesn't know the difference between metaphor and reality. You are creating a real, genuine neurological shift.
Okay, now I'm talking to the woman who has been having the same damn dream for months, maybe even years. For you, this next step is not a suggestion, it's non-negotiable, because you know you're stuck.
A recurring dream is not just some weird quirk. It's not atmosphere. It is a persistent, escalating alarm bell going off in your own internal system.
I'm going to say it again. This is a system alert. The system will not just reset on its own. It's not going to go away. It is only going to get louder and louder until you finally deal with the root issue.
You have to break the loop. This is where you find a professional, someone trained for this, a therapist who gets the body and the subconscious, a spiritual director, a healing circle. Your healing might literally depend on allowing skilled, compassionate people to help you carry some of this pain. You are allowed to get help.
So after all of this, the journaling, the audits, the physical cleansing, getting support, it all comes back to one simple, terrifying truth. The power to change all of this is, and it always has been, inside of you.
That filth, that flood, the broken toilet, the door that won't lock, it's your room. And that door, it's locked from the inside. Only you have the key. Only you can turn that lock and open the door. So the only real question left is, will you?